The foreign exchange business is one of the most saturated businesses in the Gambia. If you want to thrive in this industry, number one, you need to be strategic and play your cards right, like this guy here, Muhammadu Jallo. He got into this business when he was around 18 years old. Right after graduating from high school, he started working at a foreign exchange bureau called Jallo's. After a few years of working for Jallo's, due to unknown reasons, the owner closed the business and Muhammad was out of work. That's when he convinced his father to open up a foreign exchange business, which the father was skeptical to do because he had no idea. But Muhammad persisted until in 2009 when his father agreed. Together, they started MSJ Bureau de Change with Muhammad as the managing director in charge of the business. He grew the business to a point where it became one of the biggest foreign exchange businesses in the Gambia with over 50 branches across the country. After a decade of running the business, he decided to step down and let his brothers take over because he had plans to start up his own foreign exchange business. This led him to start Moha's Financial Services and Bureau de Change in 2019. Since he's a seasoned and a strategic foreign exchange guy, within 3 years he was able to grow this business with up to 20 locations across the Gambia.
I was around 18 to 19, going to 19. I did not have an idea at that time. When I went to Banjul and then I got the ID, then he called me one day and then he told me to go to Banjul to one office, but it was a lawyer office, you know, barrister. Mm-hmm. So when I got there, then he explained to me that he decided to, to buy my idea to open the company. So, and then I was a signatory to the account or to the company. I was a shareholder of MSJ. So because I went to school, he did not go to school. So I had to start, I had to, do everything, So that's how it all started. And we got the license and then we were operating at BB, a very small office. Until at the time my dad called me, he mentioned to me that he want me to, to go to Latrikunda around the buffer zone, former office of Trust Bank. Yeah, he want me to decorate that and make it as our head office, MSJ. It was only me at the time when the company opened. It was only me. Okay. So I see to it that it was very important for me to employ more staffs. So I started, employing more staff. I was with him working for my dad up till around late 2010, around 2011. Then that was the time I decided to go on my own. When I was starting MSJ, my younger brothers were very young. So around end of 2010, coming to 2011, they were a bit, mature, you understand? So I realized that they can be able to take care of the business. And me, I have a vision, you understand? And what I want to do, I know it will be very difficult for him to understand. And sometimes our parents, when they are not educated, it's very difficult for you to tell them some, things that may go with expenditure. But once you mention expenditure, it's another thing, you understand? Mm-hmm. I explained to my dad and then, alhamdulillah, everything went well. And my brother took over the business. Then I have to go and start on my own. But at the same time, it was under MSJ because I was a shareholder of the company. Then I decided to open my own office to run my own business and let my brothers, run the company. You understand? But it is all MSJ. It was very difficult. It was a very difficult decision for me to take because my dad, even though I hand over everything to my younger brother to manage the company, but in terms of diplomacy, in terms of negotiation, I have to go and then meet banks. I have to go and meet businesses to negotiate. I believe at the time that if I go on my own business, I can be able to do it, because I have already had the foundation, the experience, and how to do this. Until around, I think, around 2012 or 13, when the government closed all the bureaus in the Gambia. We didn't know at the time what happened. Why did they close all the bureaus in the Gambia? The bureau owners were asked to go to Holgam and report with your file for questioning. And after that, all the bureaus, I can say all the bureaus were given approval to open again, except MSJ. So MSJ could not give in any approval, and we didn't know what happened. All what we were told by our ALFOB, that it was a directive from the president's office. And during Jamme's time, when you are told about a directive, you are not there to go and ask why. We try to organize a protest, because I look around me, I saw a lot of people, wallahi, who were counting on us. They were jobless, because we had so many branches, we have so many staffs that were counting on us, you understand? All of a sudden they closed the business, and it was very difficult in the sense that, people are counting on you, people have hope on you, and your company is closed, and it is very difficult to get another job. So we had a meeting that we should go to Central Bank and protest. From there we go to State House gate and protest. But majority of the staffs said, well, we really want MSJ to open, but we don't want don't want to go up to the extent of going to the gate of State House. You understand? So they said, okay, let us just sit and wait. We waited, we sat, we waited, we were giving stories, open stories. You understand? There was nothing that, nothing came out of it anyway. So until around, I think around 2014, but before, because like I said, our offices were closed, we were paying rents, and we were not working. It is very difficult to pay rent when you are not working, when you are not earning. So I decided to divert my business, not to totally close, but then to open another business and wait for MSJ, whether the company will open or not. So that was the time when I started electronic business. I went to China and Dubai, buy things, and then came here, you understand, started another business. But few years later, or I can say a few months later rather, few months after my coming back and then installing my business, starting doing my new business, MSJ was reopened again. So after 1 year also, I have to close that electronic business, because it is not my profession. My profession is the business that I'm doing right now. So I decided to continue with the bureau until around 2019, when I decided that it is time for me to open my own company, which is Moha's Financial Services. But even before I opened this Moha's, when MSJ was closed in 2013 or 14, I couldn't remember, I tried to open my own company as a Gambian and as a graduate at the time, because I was very young. I am a Gambian. I had no criminal records or any crime. So, but I was denied for the fact that I am a son of MSJ. For the fact that I am MSJ, I was denied for no reason. I spent over $100,000 to open the business, a business called Global Foreign Exchange Bureau. I was rejected for I was not given any, any explanation, nothing. In fact, that was the time when I decided, okay, why not I just go and do another business, because I was very angry and I think it was not right. I was a bit discouraged, and I had to flee out of the country just to refresh my mind and then come back, you understand? Then I came back because I was very angry and frustrated. Why is it that I'm still being blocked at the central bank? So when I came back, I met a friend who's a former soldier and also related to Jammeh, to Yahya Jammeh. And he introduced me to one person at the CBG, and that person went in and saw that the file was blocked. A letter was written to reach me. After 10 days, I could not, get the letter. Then she found out that the file, in fact, the letter was put in a place whereby no one can be able to know where the letter was. So Alhamdulillah, and the woman helped me. It was a woman. So when we got the license, I think after 2 to 3 days, then we started operation. Yeah, that was the time when we started operation under Moha's Financial Services. And like I said, it was not easy for us to get the license, and here we are now.
Growing up, Muhammad had no free time. His dad had a provision shop in Bambo, so from school he'll go to the shop to help out his dad.
In that shop, I used to I used to lift, this bag of rice, sugar, you understand? So I used to, like, if I close my school at 2, I go to Dara to recite the Quran and then do the recitation, the translation in local language. And
tafsir.
Exactly, this is the tafsir, exactly. I'll do that for a period of 1 hour. From there on, I'll go to the shop and then help my dad in the provision shop at Bamboo.
So basically, your childhood, you had no free time.
No, I definitely had no free time. Since when I was young, he wouldn't want me to go out. In fact, that was one of the reasons why I started my career at the early age. Because he wouldn't want me to go out. He wouldn't let me to go out at night. And then daytime, when I close my school, I have to be inside to study. But then at 5 o'clock, I have to force, like I have to force
Sneak
myself,
out, yeah.
exactly, sneak out and then go with the boys to the field and play football. But that did not last long. Then he had to open the shop, and then at the same time, from school now, I have to go to the shop. So there was no time, like you said, there was no time. It was very difficult. Like, you have to go to school, from school. You have to go to tafsir, from tafsir, you have to go to the shop.
Sure.
So at night you have no time. You just go straight and, to bed, exactly. So that's it. It really helped, because that's what I normally tell my kids now, and also my friends. Sometimes we think that our parents, we think they want to control us because maybe we think otherwise. But what they see, we cannot see that, because I think what they want is for us to grow in a good manner, be good people, so that we can be able to know how we can handle our future. Because, for instance, had it been he let me go and play football and then go out day and night, then today maybe I wouldn't be here. Our parents knows what's best for us, and they try to guide us. And in those days, how we were raised is different from now, how kids are raised. In those days, there are so many things. There was no mobile phone. Even these televisions, you hardly see color. It is only black and white.
And also, I've seen the way you operate here. It's like, when I step in here, it's like you are operating a microfinance instead of a bureau de change. Why do you operate that way, like your office here?
Good question. I was managing MSJ. Like I said, I may want to do things, and my dad will feel it's a waste of money because he did not know. But I know how to organize, and I know how to manage things because I did few courses. Even though I went to Arabic school, I did few courses. You understand? And I always want to operate in an environment whereby it's properly structured. And I could not have the opportunity at MSJ. In fact, that was the reason why I said, okay, I want to open my own business, right? So when I opened, we started from making very good structures. We have operations department, we have compliance department, we have internal audit department, we have head of account department, we have reconciliation department. We have so many departments. A department that you only find them in banks, but you hardly see them in bureaus. When you go to a bureau, if I am the CEO, I am everything. I am the manager, I am the CEO, I am the accountant, I am everything. So when Moha came into existence, we had 3 months after, June, July, August, no, 6 months after, we had our AGM. Then we had an interview, and we did an AGM, and we did this media advertisements and so on and so forth. So a lot of people copy our management from there. Now that today they are doing this. And a lot of businesses have approached me, personally, have approached me to help them, lay a foundation for their businesses so that they can also have, departments. Every department has its own, professional person who should handle that department. If I am the CEO, I cannot be able to handle compliance, account department, operations. I can't. I have to appoint people to handle it so that it will become a teamwork. This is why every business or every bureau in the Gambia will be inspired by Mohas, whether they mention it or not, but that's the reality. The year we organized our AGM, it was one of the best that ever happened. I could remember when I went to the Alphop executive or to the Alphop AGM, I could remember the president saying that they've seen how Mohas did their AGM and it was one of the best, and it has never happened here. So we try to inspire businesses, and then also, but at the same time, most importantly, we try to open in a professional manner, whereby if somebody come to our office or we are partnering with people, they will see to it that this is a proper business and is a proper managed business, whereby if I invest or if I become a partner of Mohas, you have nothing to be afraid of. You understand? Well, the advice that I can give, that I've always been giving, is we all have dreams in life, yeah? Okay, if you believe in yourself and you believe that the Almighty is here for everybody, I know along the way it will be very difficult, especially nowadays. People are unpredictable. You can be having a friend and you tell your friend what you want to do, and the first thing they will do is to discourage you. That is but if you believe in yourself, don't disclose it to anybody. Just pray to the Almighty, do what is right in the right way, you understand, and keep on pushing. Because like how they used to say, when there is life, there is hope. You understand? So that is the thing that I can advise, my people or anybody who is watching this, is that, keep on pursuing your dream. Never give up, be on it, push hard, seek advices, you understand? Pray to the Almighty Allah, believe in what you are doing, believe that Allah will make it happen. Don't ever discourage. Even if there is somebody who is trying to discourage you, just sit and then discuss it with your mind. You understand? Most of the time, I want to do things, then somebody will tell me, this is very difficult, you cannot do this is not good. But if I sit and think, and then my mind will tell me, look, this is good, just push it. I know it's hard, but just push it. And it's very difficult. Life, if you don't keep on pushing, you understand, you can never make it. And there's nothing that easy to get in life. It's very difficult. So I think people should always believe in themselves, pursue your dream. If you want to be a footballer, push harder, work harder, believe in it, be in it, you will be a footballer. If you want to be a businessman, make your research, push harder, see, what you're supposed to do as, and then, do your homework, and then, do your calculation and all that. By the grace of the Almighty Allah, He will make it happen.
Okay, you've mentioned if you want to be a footballer. I also see that you have like a football team. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the football team, it is, I was born in London Corner, and later on my parents moved to a place called Bunun Jolakunda, right? Okay, I was brought up in Jolakunda. I grew up in Jolakunda, and there are these, youths that are there. They organize a team, and then they approach me. But when they approach me, the first time they approached me, I was working under somebody. I had nothing, but then with the little that I used to have, I used to help them with it, until when I had my company. That was the time when they approached me again, and then I told them that now I can take responsibility of the team. And later on, they appoint me as the president, and I've been, managing the team. I like football, and I involved in football. So Mohas is someone who always, participate in youths, not only in football, in fact, for that matter. Even some artists will come to me and then we'll give a helping hand to them so that they can do their launching and all that. And also, Mohas as a company, we had this tournament that we normally organize every year, called Mohas Football Tournament, whereby we'll call teams, and then they will come. There is a committee set aside. The tournament will be played, and one team will win with a huge amount of money. So all that is, like I said, is always, exactly giving back to the community. Okay. Exactly. Yeah, so we believe in that.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you've learned something from it. If you do, you already know what to do. Please like this video, share it, and most importantly, subscribe to my channel. Peace.